Hello friends, good evening to all of you. So I'm back with another video on sociology optional subject for UPSC Mains examination, and this video we are going to start a new topic, that is research method and analysis, and its first subsection or its first topic, that is qualitative and quantitative methods. So friend, please do these trials. It will really motivate me to continue this awesome course. Share as much as possible so that more and more people will get benefited. Comment and like the video and ask any doubt if you have, and hit the subscription button below the video for the notification of more videos. And now you can also follow us on Facebook page, that is facebook.com/unorthodox academy. So friend, as you know that we are covering slot 2 autonomous topics. We have already covered these topics of paper 2, and in paper 1 we have finished 2 topics, that is sociology the discipline and sociology as science. In this video we are going to start a new topic, that is research method analysis, and its first section, that is qualitative and quantitative methods. So basically the research methods are initially divided into 2 types, that is Western approach and the second one is positivist approach. So basically what does the term Western means? So basically it means interpretative understandings, and the father of interpretative understanding is the Max Weber. Now in the post or in the modern sociology, these will converted into or reformulated into qualitative methods and the quantitative methods. So we have already talked about Western method or Western approach and positivist approach. We have already know what is positivist approach. So basically they dealt with the quantitative methods. So basically, as you know that these are based on the natural sciences, or during the initial times of sociology, they all sociologists and researchers wanted to establish sociology on the line of natural sciences. That's why they more believed on the quantitative methods now, but at the present times the scenario are changed, and now there is a mix up of all these methods, or basically these 2 methods, to formulate any new theory in sociology. So basically methods are the way of conducting the research. So in sociology we basically conduct the research to understand the human behavior, because sociology deals with the social sciences, and the contrast between positivist sociology and the Western approach has been reformulated in modern sociology as a distinction between quantitative and qualitative methodological approaches respectively. Now quantitative sociology is generally a numerical approach. So basically, as the term quantitative means to measure something, so that's why it is a numerical approach to understand human behavior, because sociology deals with social sciences or the human behavior. Now surveys with large numbers of participants are aggregated into data sets and analyzed using statistics, allowing researchers to discern pattern in human behavior, to understand the pattern in human behavior. So now qualitative sociology generally opts for depth over breadth. So basically in qualitative sociology we more focus on the in-depth analysis of any topic or theory, and the qualitative approach uses in-depth interviews, focuses on groups, or analysis of content. So basically they do the analysis of books, magazines and journals, TV shows, etc. as a data source, and then they formulate the theories on the in-depth analysis of those topics, and these sources are then analyzed systematically to understand the patterns and to arrive at a better understanding of human behavior. Now drawing a hard and fast distinction between quantitative and qualitative sociology is a bit misleading, because the first step in all sciences is the development of a theory and the generations of a testable hypothesis, because hypothesis is the initial point of making any theory. While there are some individuals who begin analyzing data without a theoretical orientations to guide their analysis, and most begin with a theoretical idea or a questions and gather data to test that theory. And the second steps is the collection of data, because if there is a data then you will start to analyze it. So this is really where the 2 approaches differ. So in quantitative sociology there is a focus on numerical representations or numerical approach of the research subject. For example, do conservative Christian fathers spend more time in childcare than secular fathers when measured in hours? So basically here they measure the quantity of the times that they will give to their child, and these, as you know, the time is measured in hours. So basically they measure the time or the hours that they give to their child. So whereas in qualitative sociology the focus on the ideas found within the discourse or the rhetoric. So the term rhetoric means the use of language of the research subject. Example, what is the narrative homosexual man used to explain their continued participation in religions that condemn their sexual orientations. So basically the goal of both approaches is to answer a question or to test a theory. Now we see the quantitative and qualitative distinctions, and basically the distinction drawn between positivist sociology and the Western sociology, and there is often a distinction drawn between two types of sociological investigations, that is quantitative and qualitative. So basically quantitative methods of sociological research approach social phenomena from the perspective that they can be measured or quantified. So for instance, social class following the quantitative approach can be divided into different groups, for example upper, middle and lower class, and can be measured using any of a number of variables or a combinations thereof: income, education attainment, prestige, power, etc. And quantitative sociologists tend to use a specific method of data collection and hypothesis testing, for example experiment design, surveys, secondary data analysis and statistical analysis. So now whereas in qualitative methods of sociological research tend to approach social phenomena from a Wahristian perspective, that means understanding the society or basically interpretative understanding, and they are used to develop a deeper understanding of a particular phenomena. So basically they reads a lot about the particular phenomena in depth rather in the breadth. So they also often deliberately give up on quantity, for example necessary for statistical analysis, in order to reach a depth in analysis of the phenomena studied. Even so, qualitative methods can be used to propose relationship between variables, whereas qualitative oriented sociologists tend to employ different methods of data collection and hypothesis testing, including participant observations, interviews, focus group content analysis and historical comparisons. So basically these are the methods that are used by qualitative methods, or the sociologists who use qualitative methods in their presentation of theory, for example participant observation, interviews, focus group, content analysis and historical comparison, whereas in the quantitative they do the experiment design, surveys, secondary data and analysis and statistical analysis. While there are sociologists who employ and encourage the use of only one or the other method, and many sociologists basically see benefits in combining the approaches, because if we use quantitative methods as well as qualitative methods, then there is a more objectivity in the theory, and then they view quantitative and quality approaches as complementary, and the data will always complement to your theory, and result from one approach can fill gaps in the other approach. For example, quantitative methods could describe large or general patterns in society, while qualitative approach could help to explain how individuals understand those patterns. So thank you guys for listening me and watching this video. Please do these shares, share as much as possible so that more and more people will get benefited. Comment and like the video, and now you can also follow us on Facebook page, that is facebook.com/unorthodox academy, and hit the subscription button below the video as hard as you can. Thank you.